let's go to the next question. We're going to go back to Divine Killer. All right, Divine, here we go. Best NBA coach between Phil Jackson, Greg Popovich.
Okay.
Go.
Gonna have to say, I don't know. I'll say Phil Jackson. I think he's better than Greg Popovich. Greg Popovich, he was good. He was good, but he wasn't as good as Phil Jackson. Only things I have to say.
All right. Jumpman.
I'm gonna have to go with Pop because he's really the only coach that I know is one of the best. I didn't really see much of Phil Jackson, so I'm gonna have to go with Greg Pop.
Yeah, but Jackson had your boy. MJ.
Hey, I don't know. I watched.
All right, Carl's
I watched
Jr.
the finals game. Man.
No, Jumpman, I'm cutting you off now. Carl's Jr., Phil Jackson, or Popovich?
I gotta go with Greg Popovich. People will say that Phil Jackson had more championships, but he also coached. I'm pretty sure he coached 3 top 15 players. Then he coached the Lakers and the Bulls. So
That's right.
So yeah, he had good players. Greg is just good, and he'll end you in the playoffs. So don't mess with Greg Popovich.
Good stuff. Hey, guess what, folks? Our man Kevin, he's back in the chat. He's here. Hey, before I go to Colonel Sanders on this one, let's throw this out to the chat. Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson? Chat, just type it in. Mike Fratello? What? Hey, are you guys watching this stream or what? Kevin says Phil Jackson. Angel says no sound. Turn up your TV. Landon Sucks says Pop after he said Mike Fratello. Mike Fratello has a restaurant in Hilton Head. There's some information. Kevin, Phil Jackson. All right, let's get back to the expert panel. Colonel Sanders, Popovich or Jackson?
I am going to also go with Greg Popovich. I mean, Phil Jackson was amazing. He had triangle offense. He's one of the greatest coaches ever. But Phil Jackson coached, like, some of the greatest players we've ever seen. Kobe, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, Shaq. He had, like, his team, it didn't matter who you're putting as the coach. They were probably going to win. I mean, those are some of the greatest teams ever formed. Like yesterday, people are saying Lakers and the Bulls were some of the best teams ever. And Greg Popovich knows how to suppress talent and get everybody to work together towards one common goal and fundamentally play to get the title. So I just think Greg Popovich is the better coach.
Hey, good stuff. Carl's Jr., mute your mic when Colonel Sanders is talking, or I'm stealing Jimmy Dean's.
It is muted.
You got it? Yeah, well, I could hear Colonel Sanders like he was in the bottom of a bucket of chicken. Hey, Landon Sucks. He said Pop won with less. He agrees with the Colonel and Carl. And Kevin says, has anyone ever heard of Tim Duncan, Kawhi Leonard, Manu Ginobili? What about Tony Parker, Sean Elliott, the Admiral? This guy had some studs.
Not top 10 studs
All right.
other than Tim Duncan.
All right, Dr. Pepper, Pop or Jackson?
I'm going to have to say this. Neither of them. I'm going to have to say the coach that had the most unstoppable way to play basketball. And if you tried to play that way, there wasn't another team in the league that could play the way they played. There wasn't, because they didn't have a coach that was so good at it. Easily, Chuck Daly, the Detroit Bad Boys. Jordan, the Bad Boys were the only team that Jordan feared, because he knew they may not stop me when they guard me, but these guys are going to beat me physically, and I'm going to be hurt after playoff series, a game, whatever it is, because you were always scared of Rick Mahorn and Dennis Rodman and Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, because they were just going to beat you physically and mentally. So you were just and Bill Laimbeer. You were just, I mean, you saw what happened to Larry Bird. He went up for a layup. Laimbeer just wrapped him around the neck and pounded him to the floor. Bird, you think Bird liked that very much? No. That got in Bird's head. Bird wrecked them, but he's Larry Bird, so I gotta give him that. Jordan, no one had the mindset of Bird and Jordan. Not even LeBron. He doesn't have that kind of mindset.
All right. We're not writing a Tolkien novel here. All right. Good stuff, Dr. Pepper. B Nana5 in the chat says the greatest coach of all time is Charles Barkley. Good try, B Nana.
What the heck?
Just want to put it out there. I just got dub in Apex.
Good job, Dom. Dio Westney says Lenny Wilkens.
All right.
He always looked like he was sucking on a lemon. All right, Ronald McDonald, Popovich or Jackson?
I gotta give it to Greg Popovich for one reason. He came up with the strategy to beat LeBron, and was to just let him shoot in Miami. Because after the first title, they guarded him too closely, so LeBron was able to slash a lot more. And in the second one, he guarded him much more closely, gave him more space, so LeBron would have to shoot more, because in Miami, LeBron couldn't shoot. So just because of the fact that he came up with that strategy, I got to give it to him, as he stopped LeBron.
That's actually a great point. Hurd, Phil Jackson or Greg Popovich?
Jackson.
What's your reasoning, Hurd?
I have no reasoning.
Good stuff, Hurd. Okay, Kevin and Landon Sucks. They're having a little debate there in the chat about Jackson and Popovich. It's good stuff. I love it.